Okay, let's get this out of the way. I'm not here to ride the hype train. I'm here because I've been a comic book fan my entire life. I have over 8,000 comics from the 50s on, and I'm the type of comic geek who spent the hours studying these characters, not just for the action, but for the lessons they buried under the capes. And out of all of them, Superman has always been the paradox, the strongest being on Earth, but the one most committed to protecting, not dominating. So, with Superman Legacy in theaters right now, I'm going to show you what most people will miss. This isn't just a story about alien powers. It's about protecting the ones you love and embracing your identity to build something that lasts. So, let's break it down. Superman's story starts with a tragedy, an entire civilization, Krypton, destroyed because the people in charge refused to act in time. They ignored the warnings. They believed their world was indestructible. Sound familiar? That's exactly how most families treat their wealth. They assume tomorrow will look like today. They procrastinate, and by the time the cracks appear, it's too late to evacuate. Now, Jor-El did everything he could to save his son. Not his wealth, not his status, but his legacy. He sent Clark to a place where he could survive and grow. That's what urgency looks like. And if you're not planning your financial legacy with that same urgency, you're risking everything. Clark didn't land in a mansion. He didn't get adopted by billionaires. He landed in a farmhouse in Kansas and was raised by Jonathan and Martha King. They didn't have vast fortunes to give him, but they gave him something more powerful: values, decency, a sense of responsibility. Too many people think legacy is about money, but money without values is just an accelerant. It burns faster. It destroys more. The Kents taught Clark that who he is matters more than what he can do, and that lesson shaped everything. For years, Clark hid who he was. He pretended to be normal, played small, avoided his destiny. A lot of you are doing the same thing. You have gifts, resources, insights, but you bury them under fear of judgment. Your identity is your greatest asset. It's the one thing competitors can't replicate. If you want to protect your family's future, you have to own who you are, even when it's uncomfortable. When Clark finally embraces who he is, he becomes unstoppable. Not because he can fly or shoot lasers, but because he has clarity, purpose. Your financial plan works the same way. When you finally stop running from the hard conversations, the questions about life insurance, wills, and legacy, you unlock power. Not just to protect what you have, but to build something that serves generations. Every version of Superman has his theme. He could use his gifts for himself. He could live in hiding, but he doesn't. He shows up again and again and again because protecting the people he loves matters more than comfort. Financial protection is just the same. It's easy to ignore it, to tell yourself you'll deal with it later. But true leadership means you sacrifice your convenience for their security and face the paperwork, the policies, the planning, so the people you love never have to. Every hero has a villain. Superman's biggest enemy isn't always kryptonite. It's Lex Luthor, a man who could have used his intellect and wealth for good, but chose ego over purpose. This is the cautionary tale. When you build wealth but let ego lead, you create a legacy that hurts more than it helps. Now, Lex wanted credit. He wanted to be admired. He wanted power for its own sake. Superman, he wanted impact. He wanted to serve. If you don't choose impact, ego will choose it for you. Now, Superman has the Fortress of Solitude, a place to retreat, to remember who he is, and to reconnect with his purpose. You need your own version, a place to step back from the noise, to look at your finances, your relationships, your legacy, and ask yourself the hard questions. Am I doing this for impact or for approval? Is my family protected if I'm gone tomorrow? Reflection isn't weakness. It's how you stay grounded. In the end, Superman isn't a hero because he can fly. He's a hero because he chooses responsibility over excuses. Every day, every single day, he could rule the world, but he serves it instead. Your wealth gives you the same choice. You can use it to build walls, or you can build bridges. You can protect your family from hardship or leave them to fend for themselves. The cape isn't what makes you Superman. The choice does. Superman Legacy isn't just another reboot. It's a reminder that power means nothing without purpose, that protecting the ones you love is the highest calling you'll ever answer, and that embracing your identity fully is the only way to build something that lasts. So here's your move. Stop hiding. Stop delaying. Have the conversations. Review your policies. Write the will. Set up the trust, because your family doesn't need to be invincible. They just need you to be prepared. Now, I hope you go get it and have a boss day.